kill it. Jesus Christ, we didn't kill it.
Not even close. You probably only gave Godzilla a steroid shot. And the one thing that's becoming clear is that divided, they don't conquer. All right, roll the intro. Episode 6 starts in DC. We see Shaw at a schwanky shindig, and he's trying to drink a fruit cocktail, but we can see he's probably more of a beer guy. Kieko looks stunning as she walks in, and Shaw is literally speechless. Wyatt Russell is really good at doing his father's mannerisms. Kay isn't happy about being at the party. You can tell that Billy is starting to rub off on her. She thinks all of these suits are just a waste of her time, and they aren't even gonna remember her name anyways.
Have a drink. Worth 3.
But Monarch needs money. Looks like Shaw got a promotion to captain because he's great at kissing butt. Even when the general is racist. Unintentionally, but still very racist.
She's one of the good ones.
Ouch. Kay takes it on the chin, but you can tell it must be hard to be silent. Shaw gives her a great pep talk and they even dance.
What are you doing?
Dipping it.
The general seems to like what he's seeing, the creep, but they stop noticing everyone watching and now they're just dancing. It seems like they're really bonding. Kay asks if this is something that Shaw wants to be, one of these guys, a rich and powerful pencil-pushing career soldier. It's kind of that conversation that they didn't have in episode 1, or that they might have already had.
You could be one of them, you know?
Well, maybe General Pluckett's right. Being career military might not be so bad. I don't know what my favorite thing about children is. Making them.
And it looks like things are about to get hot and heavy, but Dr. Randa blocks your boy from distance.
No, don't do this to me.
So close, but not gonna happen. In 2014, Colonel Shaw is getting the black bag treatment from Monarch, but plans have changed. B-Team's partner, who Shaw calls Mademoiselle, kicks everyone out of the van, literally, and cuts Shaw loose.
Another Titan emergence is coming. You think you know how to stop it, but Monarch disagrees.
Shaw's been telling Monarch that Godzilla and Kong are real, but they want him to believe that they could control it. Shaw's been telling them that they can't.
Amazing, isn't it? How anyone who disagrees with them has got to be just crazy.
We'll see why in just a minute. Mademoiselle and Shaw team up and zoom out of there. Back in 1955, Randa thinks that he's found something big. You can see on Shaw's face that it better be. Someone might have seen something big. Also, they have this really cool lab. I'm a big fan.
But I think we got a live one.
There's a little unresolved sexual tension, but you know, giant monsters are coming, so cold showers all around. Randa explains,
I don't know how you do what you do, Kay, but I know that when the little squiggly line shoots off the top of the page like that, it means something.
Kay is shocked by what she sees.
The only other time I've seen isotopic signatures like this was in the Philippines.
So guys, I think this means it's Titan time.
We need to get to Japan.
Shaw explains that they have to present to the general for more money so Monarch can stay afloat. So they decide to divide and conquer. The scientists go to Japan and Shaw stays, leaving Billy with Kieko. In 2014, Shaw and Mademoiselle show up at Kate's house. The gang is a little slow to trust one of them, but Shaw explains.
She's not taking orders from Monarch anymore because she's with us.
I don't know if I trust that, but okay. And honestly, they need to just roll with things a little bit easier. They have no idea what they're doing. Kate's a middle school teacher, Kentaro's an artist, and May, well, she's a badass international hacker. But still, the other two have no business being there. At their father's office in San Francisco, B-Team and the Big Boss are trying to figure out where the gang is gonna go next. And the Big Boss is forced to reveal more about their father.
He kept retargeting deep space satellites to look at things they weren't supposed to.
Also, the compartmentalization in Monarch is so stupid. No one knows everything, and when you think about the security aspect of Monarch, that makes sense. But these people are supposed to work together for the greater good, not use their special secret to retain the power and the paycheck. And it turns out that B-Team is actually a pretty solid detective. He literally remembers the map just from the holes where the pins used to be. He figures out that the gang is looking for gamma ray bursts. And I don't like the way the Big Boss says this.
So they're looking for their father.
Sounds like she already knows more than she's telling. Subscribe and get a Blake's World membership to support a very important cause. The Let Godzilla Nap Foundation is committed to getting the big guy the rest he needs to keep all the other Titans in check. I think we all just want a non-uninterrupted nap sometimes. Also, like and share this video so we can grow this page together. All right, let's get back to the video. In 55, doctors Randa and Mira get to...
Welcome to Monster Island.
This man, Dr. Suzuki, has made a machine that more or less calls Titans using radiation. Back in 2014, they're in the desert and Shaw's getting a little little nostalgic about driving with Kate.
Been a lot of miles with you Randa girls over the years.
May is upset that she had to sell everyone out and she still isn't able to go home anytime soon.
Circumstances have changed.
But Mademoiselle says that she'll get there soon enough. Kate is being her moody self about Mademoiselle, and Shaw has to convince everyone that this is bigger than just them and their petty squabbles.
Thousands, maybe millions of lives lost that your grandparents and father were trying to save.
In 55, Captain Shaw is talking with Randa on the radio.
Exactly what kind of fish are we talking about here, Billy?
Shaw is losing it not being there. You can see on his face that knowing that a Titan will be anywhere near Kay is just too much for him. He goes to the general in hopes of getting the funding early so that he can leave early. But the general convinces him that
in every military organization, there are generals and there are soldiers.
if he just plays the game, he'll win and get to run Monarch the way he wants. So that would be the way Kay would want it. So win-win, right? This is what they were talking about on the balcony. Can he be the pencil-pushing career soldier? You know, shake hands for a living. Unfortunately, we've already seen that he isn't very involved in 1955.
Raising a great kid, being able to keep Monarch together, that's no small feat.
In 2014, after taking these sick ATVs and walking up this hill, they finally see their father. He's standing by a truck at the bottom of the hill. Imagine, they thought their father was dead for years. And he must be in a bit of a shock seeing both of his children from his secret families coming down the hill. Dad! Dad! They are so happy, but when he sees them, he starts to give them the wave that is the obvious sign for go away for your own safety. That's when Shaw sees what's in the truck. It looks like an updated version of the Titan calling machine that we saw earlier on Monster Island. Remember what B-Team said, and you know, I might change his name to Columbo.
I know you meant that as a burn, but I actually love Columbo, and it's maybe the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
And remember what he said about Randa.
Everything that Bill Randa studies, he puts in his files.
So Hiroshi would have used his knowledge of technological advancements plus the notes to build his own. But Shaw wasn't there on Monster Island, so he can only guess, but it looks like he's starting to put it together. Back in 55, they had the old Titan calling machine, and it's not working fast enough for Randa.
My father used to say that the reason they call it fishing, not catching.
My pop said the same thing.
Dr. Suzuki is awesome. Also turns out that Dr. Randa might not be as clueless as we thought, because when Shaw turns up, he says this.
You know the only thing worse than being a third wheel? Being a fourth. Let's walk.
But Kay just walks off knowing that he missed the meeting is gonna mess up Monarch's funding. She's not super happy about him being so forward about his feelings, and she kind of protests their relationship. She says that the greater good is more important and he might not be focused enough on Monarch. They share one kiss and it seems like they know that that's as far as it can go for now. But that's when something around them changes.
The device. It stopped.
Godzilla throws the old device towards Shaw and Kay and shows his head above water. He's obviously not happy about this device not having the yum-yums he was looking for. In 2014, Shaw has put it completely together and Shaw is starting to warn everyone. And that's when a Monarch helicopter shows up. Come on now, baby! The gang finds out that they aren't on a mountain or a hill. They're on a sleeping Godzilla. Their father takes off in the truck with the Titan calling machine, probably hoping to lure Godzilla away. They slide down and barely make it out alive. That's when they see Godzilla. Remember, after San Francisco, Godzilla was really hurt and probably needed some time to recharge. Oh, and remember that helicopter? Kate and Godzilla look at each other just like they did on the bridge. It's more than just a look, it's obvious recognition.
He saw me.
It seems like they have some kind of bond. There are no survivors of the helicopter crash, so bye-bye B-Team, I guess. Shaw is trying to get the gang to follow Godzilla, but Kate wants to follow their father, not Godzilla. Which is dumb because he's looking for Godzilla and Godzilla is looking for his truck, so same place. May spills everything. Turns out she's made some powerful people mad and she's been on the run ever since. She offers all the money she stole for forgiveness for selling them out, but Kate would never. She can't even forgive herself for not being able to stop a Godzilla attack.
Kate, I'm sorry. Kate.
And in 1955, Shaw and the doctors come back to find that they probably shouldn't have called the general's bluff.
In the Navy, we call it a change of command.
Hey, thanks for watching. Click here for more videos and subscribe to keep up with all the Blake's World updates. I'd appreciate it. All right, I'll see you next time.